Aries, your channel message is my t-shirt. No, I won't back down. There's something you want, but actually you're emotionally attached to it. And that's what makes the difference. Okay? Could I go so far as to say there's something you need? I know. Nice. First card that we get for you is the Queen of Pentacles. This is not a card that we would normally associate with Aries. Okay? It's the Queen of Patience. It's what I call the Queen of Velvet Waiting. It's traditionally an earth sign card, but for you it's very good news because it's telling you that in some way, patient or not, you're playing the long game for something. And let's have a look. I was going to say, and it's working, but I want to take a couple more cards before I make such a bold statement as that. But, oh yeah, and it's working. Wow. You get the Strength card. You have got to know yourself throughout 2024 and 2025. That's not easy. Getting to know yourself can be a dirty business. It's about getting to know your shadow sides. It's about getting to know your light sides. It's all the sides of you being accepted as one, okay? Strength card is when you have strength, you have resilience, but it's like the Oracle at Delphi. You have it because you know thyself, okay? You know thyself. And you got the bloody 10 of Cups. Yeehaw, zippity-doo-dah. Mars in Pisces, okay? Your ruler, but in Pisces, which it's like that advert when they used to get the Skittles and the rainbow went, ksh. It's like that. It's a very auspicious sign, actually. I'm going to write it down. Things are lining up for you. I forget it if I don't write it down. There you go. I've written it down. Things are lining up. Not to say they're going to drop into your lap. Most things worth having aren't just going to drop in and give you a lap dance, are they? Nope. Okay. That you've got that. King of Pentacles. Oh, yes, you did. So now you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Getting those two together is a very rare event. This is rare. Writing that down. Okay. We'll do love and relationships in the second half of this reading. But suffice to say that the ends are matching up. Okay, we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. It's such a lovely and harmonious connection. So this can be something going really well at work. This can be something's harmonizing in your life. And it can also be you coming into alignment with where you really should be in your life, where maybe before, and I think 2025 had a lot of this for a lot of people as well. It was like you could see there was a path, but you couldn't get on it. And now you can't get off it. It's there waiting for you. It's like the universe is handing it to you. I like this. King of Pentacles is also good in terms of money. It's like a bank manager. It's like someone giving you a grant, giving you a pay rise. It's like you managing your money. It can also be when you've got the King and Queen of Pentacles that you meet somebody that you can really vibe with in the 3D, you know, that you're really compatible with in a very ordinary, understated and humble way. But nevertheless, very nice indeed. Card has gone on the floor. Give me half an hour, I'll get it back. Oh my Lord. Oh, for God's sake. Aries, stop it. No, you stop it. No, you put the phone down first. It's going to be really difficult to do a love reading, right? Because you're just like the love reading right now. It's only the Ace of Cups that just dropped on the floor. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Aries, you got the Ace of Cups, you got the Ten of Cups, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, you've got the King of Pentacles. What more do you want? Oh my God, this is fantastic. Okay, what's keeping you from it? Let's take a couple of shadow cards. Also this one. Hello, Piss Cat. My crazy cats are knocking around today, lovely Aries. Hello. This is Diabolo, who's about to jump up and possibly knock the camera over. This card has come up for so many people. The mudroom? The mudroom. The mushroom. Not much room in here. The mushroom. Okay, so the mushroom, resilience, growth, and the interconnectedness of life. There it is again, that whole resilience, that whole growth, that whole knowing yourself. I feel like whatever work you put in 2025 is kind of paying off, but also you've been in the dark about it. You're not going to realize that when something comes along, that actually it didn't come for free. You kind of worked for it. Okay? You kind of worked for it. Also, for those of you that find yourself in troubled times, when nothing is happening, everything is happening. It's all here below the surface. And I'm here for it. Let's take a couple of shadow cards as well. Oh, yes. I see. Alrighty. We get two feminine archetypes in your shadow cards. We get the Empress and we get Justice. Interesting. Divine feminine is always tricky for Aries, whether you're male, female, whether you're anything. It's divine feminine, the Empress, is always tricky for Aries because it's about receiving. There is such a lot in this reading which is pointing us towards you receiving love, harmony, fellowship, relationship, money. I mean, to be honest, it's got all of it, hasn't it? King and Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, Strength card. You know, we were all good till we got to the kind of mushroom bit. But even the mushroom is a celebration of what goes on underground in the dark. Eventually, it produces the mushroom. We also have Justice as a shadow card. So we've got Justice and we've got the Empress as shadow cards. And we also have the Knight of Cups, which is about receiving, because the Knight of Cups is a person, an opportunity, a relationship, whatever, that comes our way and that we are able to open up to, that we are able to receive. And what I think is happening here, and let me just move this so I can move my feet. That's better. What I think is happening here, Aries, is that there is a degree of discomfort, as there always is with Aries, when it comes to why you would be receiving these good things. It's a bit like, especially if you did have a bad year in 2024, 2025, or an up and down year, which I feel that you did. And it's like waiting for the other shoe to drop. And I get it, but it's not going to make you immune from disappointment. This is not about you never being disappointed and everything always being glitter and unicorns. This is about the universe recognizing your hard work. So this is not magic. It hasn't dropped out of the sky. It's not happening for no reason at all. I would wager that you have been balancing some difficult things, because to have justice as a shadow card means that things haven't been going your way. You know, it's like the ebb and flow of life. Sometimes the wind is with you and sometimes it isn't. And it just makes it 10 times harder because you have to work so much harder to get what should have been easy. This year, as we move into 2026, I feel like it's going to be different. I feel like you don't need to do much, but not because it's magic, but because you did all the work before. You've done all of the kind of legwork for this. So if I can give you any advice, Aries, based on these beautiful cards that you're getting, it's don't hold back from receiving. Put yourself into receiving mode. And in order to do that, you have to believe as well. You have to have faith. And having faith very often means having faith despite evidence to the contrary or no evidence at all. Okay. Oh, another shadow card has just kind of snuck out, and it's judgment. For some of you, there are some old strands going on. So there are threads back. Judgment is my Back to the Future card. So there are threads going back, which I think need to be resolved. I'm going to take one of these. It's so weird, Aries, how justice has come up for so many signs. You'll see it on the thumbnails. It's come up for nearly everybody. But by God, you've got it again. You got justice twice here. And I'm asking the tarot about justice, the Empress, and the Knight of Cups in shadow cards. And it's giving me justice. The reason why things are going to go in your favor is because the karmic wheel has just turned in your favor. Okay. Now, the way I deal with this sort of thing, because believe it or not, you have to deal with good luck as well as dealing with bad luck, is that I never question my good luck. It's just like, yes, if good luck comes knocking at the door, come in. I'll put the heating on. Do you want some decent biscuits? I'll make you a cup of coffee. Sit down. Come and stay. Not, what took you so long? Who are you? Why are you here? None of that. For good luck, it's come in. Okay? I'm just going to write that down for you as well. So I feel like you may be cynical. You may be feeling cynical about this. And I don't blame you for that. And that's fine. Feel cynical. But the more you can turn your face to the sun, and you are a fire sign, the more you're going to get. And remember as well that the Ace of Cups is self-love first. Aries, whatever you were doing, and do let me know in the comments, and do also hype the video if it's resonating with you. You can hit the like button, and then hype will be if you scooch along a few more things. Hype. The work you did in 2024 and 2025, however it came to you, whether it was chaos, whether it was deliberate, whether it was therapy, whether it was just, I will not back down. You know, you can knock me down as many times as you like. I will still get up. I'm going to write that down as well. You've been very resilient and the universe is just wanting to reward you. There's not a lot you can do wrong here. The self-love was you not backing down, not lying down and saying, I'm done, you know, keeping going, putting one foot in front of the other. And for some of you, and we've talked about this a bit before, for some of you as well, you were brought up to be disappointed and to expect disappointment. And this could have happened verbally, you know, don't expect anything, then you won't be disappointed. Or it also could have happened, quite sadly, by people promising things and breaking their promises to you at a time in life when you needed a demonstration that people don't do that. People who care about you don't do that. And it may be that you just had some rough experiences here with possibly family, possibly, you know, early romantic relationships, or even the most recent one, where someone didn't act like the King and Queen of Pentacles, who are like the truest, most reliable of the entire arcana. All of the court cards, these two are true blue. You know, these are the ones who mean what they say. They bring the pentacle, they have the patience, they do it bit by bit. They're not future talking, they're not full of BS. This is people who are really reliable. And I have to say, and I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass, even though I am blowing smoke up your ass, but it's true. Aries are really bloody decent people. I know I'm biased because my boy is an Aries, but believe me, we can fall out like there's no tomorrow. So I'm not that biased. We can go for it. Because I'm a Pisces, he's an Aries, and it's an interesting match. But you know that my bestie, who lives at the bottom of the road, we've been friends for 40 years. So I've watched her. Aries are decent. You fight for the underdog often. You'll find yourself in jobs where you do that. The thing that you are least good at is asking for help and receiving it. Those two things are difficult for you. I would like to know why. So please tell me in the comments section, because obviously I'm nothing like you, Aries. I'm a Pisces. We're the sign, we're at the end, you're at the beginning. So I don't understand Aries inherently. I like to learn about star signs, and there is no one better to learn from than the person themselves. So please enlighten me in the comments. Pussycat, stop fighting. My cats are fighting. You know, I know my friend will do anything for me, and my Capricorn friend is the same actually. But she'll wear herself out helping people, and I would find it very hard to know when she needs help, even if I ask her directly, because she doesn't say, and that's the thing. And I don't want you to miss the riches that are coming your way or that are teed up for you here by you not being able to believe it, or you, I don't know, waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm going to write that down. I'm writing a bloody essay for you, but I'm going to do that. Look at your love life, shall we? There will be an extended love reading as well, but we'll talk about that later, because I don't know what's coming up in your love life, although I sort of do, because you've got the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Everybody wants to be an Aries this month. Well, I do anyway. Right, love. Chicka chicka. Cripes. There it is. Oh my God. Girls, what are you doing in there? I can just hear scrabbling and the occasional clink noise, which is not good. Right, all right. Knight of Swords. This is direct communication. So it could be you to them, it could be them to you. It's a resolution. It's very welcome. It's a message, an email, a text. It's giving me an itchy nose. So it's really important. Could be an air sign person, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but also Knight of Swords just represents communication. Now, most Aries that I know are fairly direct, which I also really like. But this could be you being direct. It could be them being direct. For some of you, we've got Four of Cups. If you've got someone who's on the fence, or you're on the fence, I don't think you're going to stay on the fence. If you need to bin that person off in order to be happy, you will do that. If they need to step up, they will do that. Whatever needs to happen is going to happen. And it's going to happen quite decisively and quite quickly, which I rather like. We also have the Six of Pentacles, which is the giving and receiving card. Giving and receiving in relationships becomes a very important issue for you. I feel like in your love life, it's going to benefit you to be able to say what you want, what you need, who you are, what you'll tolerate, what you won't tolerate, in whichever way that's needed. It can be a very nice and sensitive conversation that brings you closer together. It can be a very unpleasant and direct conversation that tears you apart. Whichever way, you need to be voicing your needs, your wants, your desires, your non-negotiables. For some reason, and it's unusual for an Aries, I think, you've not been doing that, or there's something you've been keeping under your hat. You know, it's been awkward or difficult or untimely or whatever. Time to get it out of your hat. Is that what you say if you kept something under your hat? Time to spill the beans, let's just say that. This is also about receiving. The Six of Pentacles gets a good rap for giving because someone's always giving someone something in it. You know, there's always a king giving money to the poor, or I don't know, is giving this woman a bowl of cherries, perhaps? She's like, give me a tenner, it'd be a lot easier, but hey. It's also, though, about being able to receive. Receiving is difficult, and it's very difficult for Aries. And hopefully you're going to tell me why in the comments. Now, of course you get the Six of Bloody Wands. Of course you do. Because victory is yours. The karma is turning your way. It doesn't mean it's tick, 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 tick. Happy, 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 joy, joy, joy. Glitter, unicorns, popping champagne corks. It's deeper than that. But it's possibility. And it's justice, and it's karma, and it's communication, and it's self-love. You're actually practicing self-love in your waking, moving life. Okay, it's self-love, but with kind of Aries fire. And that is a pretty hot combo. Okay, I'm going to take one more card. In the extended reading, I'm going to do what I've done recently, which I've really enjoyed. You, the other person or the other connection, and the bridge in between. I also do shadow cards. What's keeping you from this person, this happiness, this joy, whatever it is. So the shadow side, the bridge that holds you together, you and them, side by side. I know. There was just a big crash then. One of them's knocked something over. You know when you get to the point where you just don't want to look? Oh, God, yes, we get this card for you. The Queen of Wands. Aries, you are the Queen of Wands. Claim your freaking crown. If you want the extended, it's down there in the description box. There is a link. I will see you on the other side. Congratulations.